doing the same shit time after time again. Well, your boy Steven Spielberg got you. Why? Because Steven Spielberg is producing a Coca-Cola versus Pepsi movie. In case you were wondering where Hollywood is at now. Now, I don't really give a fuck about reading the article because it's just gonna be a bunch of yappage. But let's theorize in the comments, y'all. How y'all think this movie gonna turn out? Are y'all excited to see the Pepsi man have to fight a polar bear? Like, I want, like, hold on. Let's imagine how this movie is gonna be real quick. So the movie starts off all black screen, Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. Screen fades in. You see Pepsi man standing there in a fighting stance. He drops his guard and falls to the floor as the camera goes into an overhead angle and zooms in on his face. He's breathing heavily. There's a Christmas themed polar bear just laying on the side going like Doechii at the end of that one song where she said her man was fucking with another man, right? The camera cuts to a scene of a regular dude sitting in his house. He's sitting there with a can of Pepsi. He lays back in his chair, drinks the Pepsi. He goes, right? He wilds out. He has a seizure after the first sip of of Coke. He goes to the bathroom, and when he tries to take a poop, it's a radioactive poop that comes out. The soda wasn't radioactive, but the shits you take afterward, a painful radioactive poop came out afterwards, and the radiation from it infected him, and it turned his skin all silver and branded him with the Pepsi Cola's organization's branding. And from that day on out, he noticed that he had powers. He could do everything that a Pepsi can and more. Then cut to a snowy scenery. There's a polar bear, the Arlington, Texas Christmas polar bear. He's just walking around Arlington, Texas, right? Doing what an Arlington, Texas polar bear would be doing. Now, I don't know what the fuck a polar bear would be doing in Arlington, Texas. I honestly don't know what the hell a polar bear is doing in Arlington, Texas. But the Arlington, Texas polar bear is walking around doing whatever the hell it's doing, right? And then it slips. It hurts itself. It starts grabbing his polar bear arm. I don't know how to make polar bear noises, but just imagine for a second. Everybody is minding their business. The Arlington, Texas polar bear is sitting there bleeding out. What's going on, you ask? Well, I'll tell you what's going on with the Arlington, Texas polar bear. It slipped on a banana peel and it got cut by a broken glass bottle left by a local nasty Satanist litter bug. By the way, litter bugs are on tier with child rapists, but a literal litter bug threw a bottle on the ground and it broke. And the polar bear lifts his arm, noticing a piece of glass was stuck inside of it. Just then, the scenery flashes. The polar bear hair stands up. It gets goosebumps. It goes through the same type of screaming. But in its mind's eye, the Arlington, Texas polar bear gets a flash. It sees a similar thing happening to a random man in Tokyo, Japan that it doesn't know. Then on some Highlander shit, out and fight each other. Then they have a whole action combat scene where they're trying to fight each other, and whoever donates more to the movie's production budget and gives the writers more, or maybe they could call it off in a draw so that nobody's brand gets hurt, and then they get up and they run at each other and the movie cuts off. Part 2 coming soon. We don't know when the fuck soon is, but whenever soon is, that's when the movie's coming. Then they fade to black and they show Pepsi v Coke, the movie. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Y'all, give me my flowers, man. Give me my flowers. Would y'all not buy that movie? Movie don't even exist as far as I know. But I can hear y'all already going to Fandango trying to pre-order your tickets. I'm just saying, that sounds like a fire-ass movie to me. To me, that just sounds like a fire-ass movie. But moving on to some Sony news. Let's see. The Sony got some updates. Sony PS5 got some updates to welcome to fucking protect the controller, which I find interesting because if you designed a good controller, you wouldn't have to work so fucking hard to where you would have to make an update that was getting announced to conduct it. Cause like, and I know I'm not the only one because I've heard this from other people too. I rarely play my PS5 and I've ran through 2-3 controllers. Even this controller that I have now that I was playing Astrobot on, the right button when I was playing Quidditch one day, and like I was getting ready to play Quidditch one day, just randomly stopped working. But let's read a little bit. Features available in rest mode, survive. Okay, no, that was already a thing. Sony in its announcement, Sony says what the hell? Oh, I accidentally clicked on the link. In its announcement, Sony says adaptive charging is only available on the PS5 Slim. Okay, we don't give a fuck. What's because like as somebody with a base PS5, I don't want to hear that shit. So basically, most of the basically what they said is, yo, you want to have your controller for more than a week and it not fuck up? Pay $700 and get a new PS5. The fuck out of here. What is this welcome hub shit? Choose what you want to see at a glance. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cut that off because you already led with something bad. Who the fuck boots up their PS5 and says, damn, I want to scroll through these social medias and see what the fuck is going on? Like I don't know anybody that uses the built-in PlayStation app social media. Like, who the hell is doing that, bro? Who the hell is doing that? Like, man. Oh, one thing I heard is that the PS5 disk drive, I brought this article, I saved this article just to remind myself. The PS5 disk drive is already selling out. The fucking Pro isn't even available for pre-order and it's already selling out because they know that a lot of people are going to buy the console and then want to buy the damn disk drive with it too. So it's a sad sight to see, gang. I hate to see it. I don't mind scalpers because I'm a person where I'm a big believer in most of the people who want to buy a PS5 early in the cycle are just niggas that's fiscally irresponsible and want to flex all the damn time, want to go broke looking rich head ass niggas. Because if you really take a second to think about it, you don't get anything. You're paying $700 for a machine that is not worth no damn $700. Oh, this is more stuff about the welcome hub. Okay, what is it? Party share, that was already a thing. Personalized 3D audio profiles, that's a cool thing for me, but the overwhelming majority don't give a fuck. Adjustable remote play settings, okay, that's an actual W. I will clap it up for Sony for that. Remote play does work pretty smooth, but it does leave some things to be desired. I respect this. Adjustable charging for controllers, like, all right, nigga. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close that tab out and delete all my bookmarks. Hey, at least they're trying. What I need somebody named Microsoft to do is to also fucking try, because right now they're getting dicked down and dominated deviously in this console generation war/console generation race. I'm not a fan more so of Xbox or PlayStation. I grew up with both Xbox and PlayStation, and I grew up in a capitalist society, and I actually paid attention in economics class, so I know the fundamentals of being a good consumer. I will go with whatever is the best option for me, and for me, the best option is a Switch, even though I barely play it. I only brought that shit for Smash. That was more of a happiness purchase. One thing I want to say is when it comes to happiness purchases, because I know a lot of people that will see something and go, but it makes me happy, so I'm gonna buy it because mental health is important. Yeah, nigga, mental health is important, but you know what else is also important? Eating. You don't need no fucking PS5, gang. I brought the PS5 3 years in. I wanted to get it like a year or so in because I wanted to create content around it. But if I wasn't somebody who wanted to create content around it, I would have probably just now been buying a PS5. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Because the PS5 has no standout titles that I have been craving to play day one, really. But PlayStation, currently they don't have any like stiff competition. So they're basically just able to do whatever the fuck they want. And I really don't think that's healthy. I hope that doesn't last for long, and I really hope Microsoft just starts fighting back. Like Microsoft right now, what they need to do is to get up. They need to get up. But let me stop with my yappage and let me play Astro Boy. Astro Boy, Astro Boy, Astro.